Hi everyone and welcome to a new episode of The Sims 4 Speed Build. In today's video, as you could see from the title, I'm going to build a base game only house. Yes, as I anticipated in today's video, I'm going to show you that you can easily build a cute, pretty, beautiful house with just the base game. You don't need tons of packs, just a little bit of creativity and a little help from Pinterest for some inspiration. Who doesn't look on Pinterest before starting to build a house? We love a good inspo pic. But yeah, and that's all in honor of the base game being free from the 18th of October. So basically, on that day, you're gonna be able to get The Sims 4 for the total amount of 0. Obviously, then you can buy the expansion packs if you wish. Those are not gonna be free, but yeah, the best game is gonna be free forever. So if you're buying it now or on the 18th, and you start playing with it, I'm just gonna say welcome to the Sims 4 community. And let me tell you that you are lucky because when I bought the game, it was so expensive and I don't even know how I managed to convince my mom to get it. And also, when I bought the game, we didn't get in the base game everything that you have now, because obviously after all the updates, the base game got better and better, but in the beginning it wasn't like that. So let me tell you that you're lucky now because with the updates the base game improved a lot and you don't need all the packs to play. Also on the 18th there's gonna be an official live stream and we don't know if they're gonna announce anything or not. There are rumors going around which basically say that they're gonna announce The Sims 5. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it because I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen and to know what they're gonna say. If they have any surprise for the Sims community. And with that being said, let's talk about the build a little bit. The house has a 2-story floor plan, which includes 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And I imagined this house to be owned by a family, and the whole idea is to have a cute home that is also easy to manage, because you don't want to kind of an extensive backyard that you have to take care of, and you also have to take care of your kids, and you have a family, and you have to go to work every day. So I wanted to build something simple but still kind of functional and pretty. And I've been wanting to build a cute, colorful house for a long time just to change things up a bit, because I realized that I always paint the exteriors white, but I love a cute, colorful house, so I think it really kind of reflects positive energy because of the bright color. And for this reason, I decided to paint mine with this bright yellow shade, and I really like this one, this yellow tone that we have in The Sims, and it really, as I said, gives me positive vibes. Also, I put loads of yellow and pink and white flowers in the front just to kind of make it more colorful. um, and the inside of the house is going to be also full of colors. As I always say, the interiors for me need to be a continuation of the exteriors. So when I have an idea for the exteriors, in this case everything needs to be very colorful, I want to continue that idea on the inside too. I also really like that the trims and the windows and all other things are white, and that the columns are kind of are bricks. And because to me, I think this gives a very good contrast with a bright yellow. Please excuse my look today, but I cooked the entire morning with my mom, so I'm still in my pajama. But today is a happy day because, as I said, I cooked and baked with my mom, and we made lasagna and a chocolate cake with pears. And so I just finished eating lunch, and I had the lasagna with homemade ragu sauce, and it was amazing. A perfect, comforting Sunday meal. And once I'm done filming with the video, I'm gonna go and eat my chocolate and pear pie. I hope it's good though, because I made it myself, like I made it alone, and I hope I've done a good job with that, because it also took a while to find a good recipe. So I hope it's nice, because otherwise it's gonna be all my fault. And funny enough, the day I started building this base game house, I also bought 3 new packs, which are Cats and Dogs, Realm of Magic, which I'll need for the next video, but no spoilers, but you can guess that it's going to be a Halloween themed video. However, I wanted to film this video first, in honor of the base game going for free. So on the 18th, so it's going to be in 2 days from now. And the third pack that I got is Tiny Living, and as I said, it's funny because I bought them, but I haven't been really able to go through them because I had to build this base game house, so I couldn't really use anything from the new packs. And I also want to play a bit with Cats and Dogs, even though I must admit that I am gonna miss having horses in The Sims. Like, why we don't get horses in The Sims 4? Because if you played with The Sims 3 and you had the Pets expansion pack, you know what I mean. Like, with that expansion pack in The Sims 3, we were so spoiled. Like, we could get horses. We could literally build a whole riding school. We had so many things that we could do with horses, and that was my dream pack, because at that time I was also going horse riding. And by the way, I did horse riding for many years. I did loads of competitions, and I also have a horse, but I don't ride my horse anymore. I just go and feed her sometimes, and I know what it means to take care of horses, and I love horses, so the fact that I could take care of my own horse in The Sims, it was a dream coming true, basically. Because obviously at that time when I was going horse riding, my dream was having my own riding school. I mean, I still kind of want to move to the countryside and have like horses, but when I was younger, I really dreamed that, and that dream could come basically true in The Sims 3. So I played so much with that pack, and I just would love something like that in The Sims 4. But yeah, no, we don't get that. And I think it would make many people happy, especially horse lovers like me. But obviously with The Sims 4, we had huge improvements, both in the build mode and in the gameplay. So, but if you played with The Sims 3, you would probably feel like there's something, there's some stuff that is missing, that you're like, why they didn't add that to The Sims 4? But it's The Sims 3, which is an older version, so you would expect that The Sims 4 would kind of have even better things, like upgraded version of those things, like garages or cars, but we don't get cars or garages in The Sims 4. And speaking of cars, I want to point out that in this house I didn't do a fake garage as I sometimes do with other builds, because it's a base game only house, so I thought, let's just keep things simple, not have a fake garage with a debug car inside, And also I'm thinking like maybe new people which are gonna get The Sims 4 for free are gonna play with it, and I don't know, just maybe download the house. And I don't want them to be like, why does this house have a garage and a car but my sim can't use that? Why the garage is not functional? And so I know that some people just like the idea of having a fake garage for aesthetic purpose, because it's an added feature which makes the house look a bit more interesting. But some people just don't care, especially if you just began playing the game. Like in the beginning, I didn't even think about garages. So maybe they're more just interested in the gameplay. So I made this house for that, basically thinking about that. I just wanted to keep things simple and have a house that is for someone who is more interested in the gameplay, basically. Maybe I should have done a starter home. That would have made much more sense. But my initial intention with this house was to showcase that you can achieve a pretty looking house with just the base game. So I gave myself unlimited budget so I could use whatever I wanted to kind of show that. But yeah, this house is in a kind of bungalow style home, and it really gives me a nostalgic feel, I must say. So we have like a front porch which leads into a spacious living room, and the living room has views of the dining area, and the kitchen is open to the dining area. And the kitchen has an island, and from the kitchen you can access the back porch. We have a kind of big sliding door from which you can access the back porch, and then you can also access the master bedroom and the nursery. Because in that room I didn't know what to do, and I ended up doing a nursery. I wanted to do a laundry room, but then I remembered that of course it's base game, we don't have the laundry pack. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think that I made a mistake, because in this way the only bathroom we have downstairs is the ensuite bathroom. So you'll need to walk through the bedroom, through the parents' bedroom, and use that bathroom, which in real life is not that nice. It's not nice to walk in someone else's room, especially if you're a guest. But I didn't think about that when I furnished the house. But anyway, for this home, I wanted to incorporate furniture and a color scheme that feels fresh. So I basically kind of wanted to go for a mix of vintage looking furniture and paired with kind of more mid-century pieces. The first arguable choice in this house is the fridge. It's kind of a retro fridge. And the second arguable choice is the tile I used in the kitchen. I know it's kind of ugly, but I think that style works. The style of the fridge combined with the tile works very well with the idea that what I was mentioning before that I had in my mind. And in this kitchen, I decided to not have upper cabinets. I just did an open shelving. I think it looks very good, and it's something that I do a lot in my kitchen, and not only because it looks nice to me, but I think it's also a creative way to change things up and not just go for matching cabinets. Boring. One thing I have to critique about the base game is that we don't have much clutter for the kitchen. I wish we had more kitchen clutter so we could decorate those open shelves a bit more. If you want something like that, you have to use the debug items. You'll see that I'm gonna use some debug items to stuff those shelves a bit more. And I also used that pot rack that I didn't know was from base game, but I think it's very cute with the open shelves. I think overall I've made very bold choices with this house, but I think they just worked very well. As I said, in the kitchen, the tile that I use is kind of, the terracotta looking tile. And I think it really makes a statement in that kind of long and skinny kitchen. I think it looks very good. And in the dining area, I kind of used that wallpaper with kind of leaves. And again, it's a bold choice, but I like it because it just really energizes that room. And as I said, the house was supposed to be very colorful and just happy vibes. So the color selection kind of reflects that idea. And I really liked that it just makes the inside looking more retro and more mid century. Even in the bathroom, I used turquoise and black tile. Um, and again, I love the color combination because I also use a matching tub and shower combo, and then I use turquoise details to match the wallpaper, which I think overall really provides a nice pop of color. In the master bedroom, I think is the room which I like the least. As you could see, I started furnishing the room, then I was like, oh my god, this room is way too long and I don't know what to do with that. So I was like, let me come back to that after I'm done with the upstairs. And on the contrary, the upstairs, I think, is my favorite part of the house. We have a kids' room with two single beds, and I kind of like the vintage hospital beds that I used. I think they look nice, even though I wanted a different color swatch, maybe like a yellow swatch to give more color accents to the room. Um, I like a lot yellow and blue together, so that's why I wanted some yellow bits in this room, but it ended up being just blue, unfortunately. But again, I used two different wallpapers in this room. We have an accent wall where basically the beds are with matching blue curtains. And sometimes when I don't know which color to paint a room, what I do is and you've seen that that I do that a lot. I basically paint the walls white, and then I add an accent wall with a bright color, or even a textured wallpaper. You know, like, I don't know, planks or sidings. That really changes the vibe of a room for me. And then we have another bedroom, which could be a guest room or a teen room, whatever you want that to be. It is small but very cozy. Again, I did the wall, the color blocking for the wall again. But this time I used a green wallpaper, which matches well with the other green swatch of the bed and the chair. And I have to tell you that when we do the tour of the house, that chair will be gone. So I realized later on that the drawer was missing in that room. So, I needed to cover all the bases. So that chair was not necessary, at least as much as the drawer is. And so I deleted that and I put a drawer. But I also tried to fit loads of plants in the room, because I don't know, just the green of the plant reminds me of I don't know, just I thought it matches very well the green of the wallpaper. And as you can see now, I am furnishing the nursery, which was the mistake, which was a mistake, unfortunately. But I think it looks very cute. I made it pink because I imagined that the baby is a little girl. I also think the pink swatch is the cutest. I completely okay. Well, listen, I never done a nursery before in The Sims, so I didn't know that we had a crib. Like, I am so sorry, but I didn't know that we could get a crib in the base game. That's good, because it's a good thing that I did this video, that I am using the base game only to furnish this house. So, I could learn something new from this experience. So I just learned that we get a crib in the base game. And also, I must say that you don't really need any stuff pack for kids, because we have all the bases covered with the base game. I think with the kids stuff, they did a pretty good job to me. But anyway, let's talk about the backyard. We don't have a backyard. Let's talk about the back of the house. We have a um, a small back porch, which I wanted to kind of make a little bit bigger, just so I could fit a wooden table with some chairs and a grill. I thought it would be kind of nice to just have a a small place where the family can gather outside and maybe, I don't know, eat something together. That's basically the entire idea. I didn't want anything too fancy, and I didn't really want a backyard. Just a couple of chairs, some plant boxes, and that's it. And we're coming to the end of the video. I'm just adding a little bit more flowers and bushes on the sides. Let's just open the game now, and I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the house. There we are. This is the house, and it's obviously in Newcrest, and it's the 20 by 15 lots. It's a bungalow style, as you can see. This is the front porch, and it's so cute. Look how good the pink rug looks with the yellow. We move into the inside, and on the left we have the living room right away. So the living room is very tiny. We have a TV console that I made with cabinets. And then we walk through this arch, and the living room opens up to the dining area. And I really like the kind of, again, industrial, kind of like a vintage industrial look of the chairs and of the table. And as I mentioned before, I don't know, there's something about this wallpaper that fits very well in the house. It really kind of gives a more modern and fresh look. And then we have the kitchen. Again, I did the open shelving thing. I also really like this retro fridge. I don't know, I really went for a retro look for the kitchen, as you can see. And then we walk through this door, and we have the nursery. Very small, but I like that it has a door that leads you to the parents' bedrooms. Here we have the master bedroom, which is the parents' bedroom, I would imagine. And again, I'm really happy with the color scheme of this bathroom. I just love this turquoise. I don't know if you pronounce it like this. Love the combination with the black and this kind of brown wooden sink. I don't know if I can show you, but as you can see, like, it's if you add a railway here, it's gonna like clip with the walls, and that's so annoying. So I think like this looks so much better. But anyway, we walk up the stairs, and we have basically an office, and I'm really happy with the color scheme of this room. It's just so Like the colors are just so vibrant. I love all these colors together. On this other side, we have the kids' bedroom, and we are missing a curtain. I don't know, sometimes The Sims deletes my stuff for some reason, and then like this room is a bit more messy because we have a backpack here on the floor and some, sport equipment. On the other side of the corridor, we have the last bedroom, which is very small, very cozy, and this could be definitely a teens room, but it could be also a room for guests. You can use this room to your preference, and then we can move to the backyard. I'm sorry, I said backyard, but actually it's just a back porch with a dining table and a grill and a plant box and some like gardening tools. That's it. And we have kind of like a pathway which leads you to this area over here where we have a trash can, and that's it. And then, that's basically it. We don't have much else. So let me know what you think, and also let me know if maybe you're new to the community and you're planning on getting the game when it goes free. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I would really appreciate that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!